I've heard it, but I still feel like I have no idea what's going on. Okay, in the most simplistic answer, boy wants to go meet the rest of the world because the rest of the world is wide and interesting. He ended up caught up in a storm of darkness. And in that storm of darkness, his friend is there. He reaches for his friend's hand, doesn't make it, wakes up on another island, and ends up having one of the greatest items in the universe, a keyblade. This keyblade can defeat things made of darkness. And for some reason, this kid questions none of it and goes, yeah, why not? I got friends to save. Guess I'll do this in the meantime. No explanation. People tell him you're powerful, and he goes, I bet. For no other reason than, you know, hey, I'm a kid, I got cool powers, let's do it. I'm paired up with a bunch of characters that are going to end up having no real relevance to the story overall past this one game, giving me all of the exposition I need to understand how exactly I got here and what my keyblade does. Like, I'm not kidding. We literally, Leon and his entire crew are relocated past the rest of the games. And they serve no distinctive purpose to the overall story. They're just there to give explanation. And because... baited experience! Kid goes through the world, realizes all the holes in the world are full of darkness. It's his job to expunge the darkness because he's got a keyblade, you know. Says, sure, why not? I guess I might as well. I got friends to find. Realizes I've got new friends now. I don't need my old crummy friends. Friend A, the one from the darkness earlier, is like, how could you forget the girl you love? I loved her more than you, so I'm gonna keep her, you fucking bitch. And then he goes, oh no, you can't do this. I love her, I think. Probably not. Don't worry about it. We'll resolve that in 3 games. And then, yeah. Then they realize they defeated the ultimate darkness, which, dun 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 dun, leads into next game, was not the ultimate darkness, but the ultimate darkness's fucking omega fucking bullshit shadow. You did not actually fight the darkness. You fought his cast off dark version, but now we have his nobody. Dun 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 dun. You gotta defeat that. And he's just as annoying, but he's got comrades because you have comrades, so he's gotta have comrades, but he's got more comrades than you, so fuck.
Sora, even though both you and Riku took the mark of mastery, only Riku actually passed because the X on your shirt is evil and a spy cam. Also, some fucker with an eye patch.
Yeah. So now that he's got friends, he's gonna kick your ass twice as hard. But the dude that you're fighting, he's not really the leader of these people. He's basically some accent. Please narrate my life. I love the narrate your life. So listen. So now that he's got comrades, you realize there's also 7 princesses of light. Some of the princesses, you've already met them, but not all of them. You gotta go rescue some of them because even though you didn't know they were there you go. We gotta now do that. So now you have to take on the set 13 bullshit motherfuckers, which technically you already defeated 2 in a side game that most people couldn't play because it was on another fucking console. It wasn't on the main console. It was on a side console. So there we go. So now we're back here. You're trying to defeat the dude and you realize that he's got 13 fuckers of darkness and you're like, oh my god, why 13? Because 13 is a cool number, obviously. No other significant reason other than that. But they aren't actually the people. They're the bullshit copies of the people that you're also fighting the bullshit copy of in the dude in the second game. So you have to defeat his bullshit copies that are keeping you from getting to his bullshit copy. But his bullshit, this actual human copy also pops up in the game trying to fix his own mistakes. But it's not really his mistake. It's his apprentice's mistake, which for some reason he stole his teacher's name because he thought his name was cooler than his own name because he's like, I want to be you. You're considered like the dude that understands all darkness and I want to be as cool as you are, but I'm not as cool as you are, so I'm going to take your name and all your accolades. So then you defeat all that, and then at the end of the 3rd game, you're like, damn, okay, here we go. So then you're thinking, okay, good. We've defeated the 2nd game. I've defeated him. I've gotten my nobody back. Everybody's good. I'm back in my body. There's nothing left to do. You wish! 3rd game begins. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Wait, you can't get there yet. There's also 2 side games you have to deal with also on different consoles that actually add nothing really between 2. It's just that now you have to figure out, we got to go to the beginning. Why? Because you have to. That's why. So you're now back at the beginning. You're on birth by sleep. What does this have to do? That explains why your nobody didn't look like you, like everybody else's nobody looked like you. We have to explain that, why your nobody didn't look like you, Sora, because of course that's obvious and it's really important. We got to figure out why the nobody doesn't look like him. He looks like Terra. Who the fuck's Terra? Well, Terra is one of the dudes that started this because he was really weak on himself, hated the fact that he was weak as fuck, basically ended up launching out, becoming in darkness, same like Riku, so they ended up basically becoming the same exact story with 2 different bodies, 2 different people that are now coalescing in the 3rd game. You got to wrap up all the endings in the 3rd game, get everybody back their body because of course, even if you're a bad guy, you get a second chance because that's what we do here. And then into the 3rd game, you're finally sitting on the island with your best friend thinking, oh my god, I've solved everything in my life, and we finally get it back. And then Sorry, gotta run it back because game 4's coming. Woo! But what does 4 have to do with anything? We don't know, because everything that you did that you already wrapped up has now been solved here, and now you're in an isekai, baby, because other bitches got issues, and you're the only one to solve them. But what are you solving? We don't know yet. And we also don't know why it matters. But you're gonna solve it, because you're the only one that can. Isekai. Woo! Run it back. 4th game. Makes perfect sense? It does make perfect sense, as long as you don't think about it that hard. Once you start scrutinizing it, it all falls apart. That's why you don't scrutinize it. You just take it, you look at it and think, oh God, hell yeah, let's go, good game. You get the 3rd game, and then you promptly wipe it from your memory because 3rd game was bullshit. It resolved everything for everyone.
Only when you...
Oh, and don't forget, when you're done with 3, you also had to go play a game that was a DLC that for some reason is a goddamn rhythm game, because we gotta have every other type of game in this game. We had a card game, we had a rhythm game, we had a prequel game, now we gotta have this game. Let's go. Good all along. Yeah, he was just a misguided man that wanted power, but then basically ended up corrupting all these kids because he really wanted power, and he thought, basically he pulled like a Harry Potter where he's like, if I put enough of my darkness into all these kids, I can make Horcruxes, but they're not Horcruxes. They're like kids who I basically corrupted and taken over their minds because they have much younger forms than I do, and even though I never really addressed, I'm secretly jealous of the fact that they're hotter than I am, and I'm stuck in this decrepit old body, and I don't like it. There you go. That's the entire story, summarized in about 3 minutes. If you're a Kingdom Hearts fan, you know that I've just spoken facts. Also, Mark Hamill makes an appearance. Why? Because Mark Hamill's everywhere.